just in the last session, we just completed, just started about inner classes. Inner classes, just we started, right? Okay. So now the point here is just what is inner class? Can you spell out what is the answer? You can able to tell what is inner class? What is inner class? The name itself indicates you have to right. The class which is declared inside another class. The class which is declared inside another class is called inner class. The class which is declared inside another class is called inner class. Okay. What is the need? What is the use when we should go for inner classes? Without existing one type of object, without existing one type of object, if there is no chance of existing another type of object, without existing one type of object, if there is no chance of existing another type of object, another type of object, another type of object, then we should go for inner classes. Regarding that, then we should go for inner classes, right? Okay. So without existing one type of object, if there is no chance of existing another type of object, okay, then we should go for inner classes. We should go for inner classes. In the last session, clearly I explained with the multiple examples also. I hope you people may remember, sir, without existing car, no chance of existing engine. That's why engine is always part of the car. Engine is always part of the car. Okay. Same way, without existing, sir, another example, second example I covered, university. There is no chance of existing department. Without existing university, there is no chance of existing department. Okay, like I covered. Similarly, without existing human, there is no chance of existing body. Regarding, there is no chance of existing head should be part of human body. Head should be part of human. That's why, so compulsory, sir, without existing one type of object, if there is no chance of existing another type of object, happily we can go for inner classes concept. Any doubt? Any doubt, sir? Yes, we covered very clearly. Yes, up to that, even first example also I covered, right? Suppose assume that, sir, I have one class outer is there. I have one class outer is there, sir. Outer class is there. Just observe that. I have class outer is there. So within that class inner is there. Okay, class inner is there, sir. Just I have some m1 method is there, sir. Observe that a bit very carefully, sir. I have m1 method is there, sir. Inside outer class, inner class is there. Inside inner class, m1 method is there, sir. If you want to call m1 method, what is the way, sir? First we require to create outer class object. Regarding, after that we require to create inner class object. O dot inner. Regarding, after that we have to call I dot m1. That's all. So if you want to call inner class instance method, so inner class instance method, compulsory inner class object must be required. But without existing outer class object, there is no chance of existing inner class object. That's why, so compulsory we require to create an object. Compulsory we require to create an object for the outer class. Regarding first outer class object, by using that create inner class object, by using that you can call m1 method. That's all. This is what you people should aware, right? The syntactically how you can able to call also. Even for that, there are some small shortcuts also there. Directly you can use outer dot inner dot m1 like that. Outer dot inner dot m1 like this we are going to call. Itself is acceptable, sir. Any doubt, sir? These things we discussed already, right? Next, two more examples I want to discuss. Sir, a bit different style. Observe that a bit different style of coding is the different. What I'm taking, suppose one person is there, sir. There is one person is there. Just observe that. Just a theoretical thing. Observe, person is there, sir. Name is Durga. Assume that name I'm taking Durga like this I'm taking, sir. Sir, it's not code, just a theory. Name is Durga. Next, for every person, date of birth must be required or not? Can you please tell? For every person, date of birth must be required or not? Yes, date of birth compulsory. For every person, date of birth is applicable. Assume that, sir, date of birth. This is one separate class I'm taking, sir. Separate class I'm taking. Sir, every date of birth compulsory having some fields. DD, next and after that MM, next and after that YY, like that. For every data, Date of birth compulsory having these fields mandatory, correct or not? Yes, compulsory having these fields mandatory, right? Okay. So now the point here is, take a bit very special care. Yeah, Shashay sir. One small doubt, sir. But can't create inner class object directly. There is no chance at all to create inner class object directly. First, we should create outer class object. By using that, we have to create inner class object. Sir, very simple, very simple. I want to communicate with the department. I want to communicate with the department. If you want to communicate with the department in the university, first you have to approach university. From that, you have to approach department. Without chance of existing university, is there any chance of existing department alone? That's all. This is computer science department. Sir, it is nowhere related to any university. Any student is going to join. Regarding the compulsory inner class object should be associated with the outer class object. Sir, array engine is not working. Which car engine is not working? Regarding engine is not working. Which car engine is not working? So first we have to refer outer object. By using that, we have to refer inner class object. That's why inner class object can't exist alone. Remember that. Okay. So now come back to our case. Person is there. This person having the name Durga. Next, every person compulsory having date of birth, right? Sir, this person is also having date of birth. Observe a bit carefully, sir. Having date of birth. Having date of birth like this. Sir, DOB is equal to, sir, I'm creating DOB object. I'm creating DOB object. Observe that, sir. I'm creating DOB object. DOB is a class, right? I'm creating DOB object. This DOB contain DD, MM, YY, and so on. Next, this DOB contain display also. This DOB contain display method also. Sir, just to print this DD, MM, YY in the proper order. Regarding this to print DD, MM, YY in the proper order DD / MM / YY. Okay, to display these things in the proper order. Sir, DD, MM, YY, like it must be required. Assume that. Sir, it must be required. Like this, I can able to take. Sir, now my question is, take a bit very special care. Every person having date of birth. Every person having date of birth. So date of birth, without person, you never going to refer date of birth. You never going to refer date of birth. Next, date of birth, it is not just individual thing. It has several properties are there, and to display that something that's also required. It is a full-fledged class only. But the problem here is this date of birth can't exist alone because it is always associated with the person. Whenever I'm using date of birth, what is the date of birth? Then immediately we ask whose date of birth. Regarding whose date of birth, okay, without a person, boss, I want date of birth. Which person date of birth? Sorry, I don't know. They're not American. Sorry, not possible to tell. Regarding date of birth is always associated with the person. Then why you have to take this date of birth as a separate entity? Regarding why you require to take date of birth as a separate entity? Just wherever this one is there only you can able to do that. Wherever it is there only you can able to do that. Regarding, so inside person class only I will take this date of birth also. Remember that. Okay. Now if I create person object, P is equal to person, like this I'm creating person object, automatically constructor will execute. Assume that constructor will execute. Automatically date of birth field will be created. Further date of birth object will be created. So very simple. Whenever a person object is going to be created, because DOB are making as instance variable, date of birth object will be created. For this date of birth, which properties are required, which methods are required, already I defined inside date of birth class, which is the part of person. Are you getting some idea? Here, why I am taking date of birth inside person? Please confirm. I will convert into executable code. Don't worry. First get some idea. Why I am taking date of birth inside person? Because without the person, there is no chance of existing date of birth. Are you able to get right? Okay. One thing. Next, why you are taking date of birth as a class? Why you are taking date of birth as a class? Because This date of birth, it is not one individual entity. It has a DD, MM, YY, several variables are there and several methods are required. That's why, so it is not, you can't represent just like Durga or something like because date of birth has to talk about which day, which month, which year, next display this data properly. Like that's why I'm taking as a class. Clear, right? Now I hope when we should go for inner classes, a bit more meaning by default you can able to see here. Correct or not? Whenever you are creating person object, automatically here we are not required to create data birth object explicitly because of this DOB. Because of this DOB already sir instance variable. Whenever we are creating this instance variable, obviously data birth object will be created automatically. We are not required to create because I make that DOB as one instance variable of person class. Whenever we are creating person object, automatically this DOB by default will be created. Any doubt? Are you getting some basic idea? I will convert into executable code. Don't worry about that. Just basic idea I'm covering like. Now let me convert this total discussion into executable code. Sir, I'm taking class person. Okay, assume the class person. Def underscore init underscore self. I'm taking underscore self. I'm taking next, and after that self dot name is equal to Durga. Self dot name is equal to Durga. Self dot dob is equal to just let me create an object of dob class. That's all. Perfect. Okay. Now I'm taking sir, here just observe that I'm taking there is a sir class dob is there. Class dob is there, sir. This dob class contain here def underscore init underscore like this I'm taking, sir. Yeah, good. Here this is current object dot dob. Correct, man, Harsha. Good. Self dot dob, current object dot dob, like this, right? Current object dot dob. Sir, now I'm taking self. Now the point here is just I'm taking self dot. Okay, sir, dd is nothing but a day, sir. Self dot dd is nothing but 15th. Next, self dot is nothing but 8. Self dot y is nothing but 1947. Are you getting that? 1947, like this I took, sir. This is next. Can you please display this date properly? Can you please display this date properly? Display of self I'm taking. Print date of birth. Here date of birth. Print date of birth is okay. How you want to print this, sir? Okay, first one slash second one slash third. Okay, date of birth is dot format of first curly braces replaced with the dd, second curly brace replaced with third curly brace replaced with the y, like this, right? Are you able to understand? This is the DOB constructor and then display method, like this, right? Okay. So now yes, this is the way what I'm taking. Yes, Basavaraj, if you don't want to hard code, then automatically everywhere you require to pass. That's all. Self comma name. Next, and after that, what is the dd, y. Next, with those things you require to create. If you want, I will do that. First, try to get this idea. Yeah. So now this is above self.dob. Now inside person class, I want to display def display person information, right? Display person information. Then automatically print name. Can you please guide? What is the name, sir? Self.name. Print a name, self.name. Next, similarly, print name is the self.name. Next, date of birth I want to print. But anyway, date of birth already having display class, already having display method. That's why self.dob. Dob is the reference variable which is pointing to date of birth object. Dob is self.dob dot display method. That's all. Now here, can you please observe that a bit very carefully, sir? Sir, there is a class person in there. This person class contain constructor. Every person, sir, associated with the date of birth. That's why, sir, self.dob is a self.dob object I'm creating. This dob is nothing but this is internally refers to that. Next, without existing person, there is no chance of existing dob. That's why dob class I define inside person. Next, why you are taking dob as a separate class? Because dob is always going to talk about dob is always going to talk about is always going to talk about the person. Without existing person, you can't this the dob can't exist. That's why sub person class should be dob class should be part of the person. You are not required to take as outside as a separate entity. Remember that. Are you getting? Next, yeah. Why you are writing self.dob? Then yeah. Here just observe that a bit very carefully. Sir, here just this is the hard coded value. Shivateja, hard coded value. But this one, have you observed our previous code? First we have to create outer class object. Next we have to create inner class object. Then O dot inner like this. Correct or not? Okay, O dot inner like this, right? Sir, now observe a bit carefully. Sir, you want inner class object, which is always associated with which object, which outer class object? Current outer class object. Sir, current outer class object associated inner class object. Can you please create? That's what. Yeah, Shivateja, compulsory it should take, otherwise it won't work. Okay. Now P is equal to person. Just I'm creating person. P is equal to person. Just I'm creating person. P dot which function I'm calling, sir? Display function. P dot display. That's all. Class person. Df in itself, self dot name, self dot dob, df display, print of name, like this I'm taking, sir. Now let me work this. Let me work this one. Okay. Sir, py test.py. Test.py. Yes, name dd is not defined somewhere, maybe variable name. Self dot here have you observed, right? Compulsory we should access instance variables by using self keyword. Are you getting? But I'm trying to access directly. That is the problem. Self dot self dot y like this. Observe very carefully, sir. Even self is not there, then it's not going to work. Yes, name is Durga. Date of birth is 15/8/1947. Everyone can able to understand? Yes, can you please confirm? Or we call the method at subclass level? Yes, you can able to do that. Parent class methods by default available. Everywhere, sir. Child class. We can able to call. Yeah. Sir, clear up to this? Any doubt? Basavaraj? Do you want me to take variable spot? As your wish. Sir, nothing, just I'm going to provide a hint. Based on that you can practice. Here, to create this, how many variables are required? Name is required. Next, to create data birth, how many variables are required? 4 variables are required. Here what you can able to take? Sir, name, next and after the dd, next y, like this you can able to take. Next, here self dot name is nothing but name, sir. Name. Next and after that here compulsory dd, y, like this I'm passing. Now here next remaining story is always the same. Here also, here constructor, this constructor dd, y, I'm taking. Instead of hard coding these values, dd I can take, I can take. Next and after that y, I can take. Sir, except that remaining story is always same. Can you please create a person? Sir, Sunny is required. Person name is the Sunny. Next and after that dd, okay, 24, okay, 24. Next fifth, some 2000, 2001, something like I'm taking, sir. Have you observed? I'm creating a person, Sunny. Next in the date of birth, 24/5/2001, like this p dot display. Now have a look once. Name Sunny, date of birth 24/5/2001, something like it's going to print. Yeah, clear, right? Are you in a position to understand, right? Now, sir, I want to call this display method. Very simple, sir. This display method directly. P dot Shivateja, observe that. P is already person. Every person having DOB variable is there, which is pointing to inner class object. DOB dot display. So again, I'm calling P dot this person dot DOB object dot display method. Okay, like what is the answer by default you are going to get? Yes, perfectly. Date of birth is like this. Okay, that's all, friends. Now, sir, you are getting some clarity when we should go for inner classes. Any doubt? Can you please confirm when we should go for inner classes? You are getting some clarity, I hope. Can I go to the next level? Okay, just last one more point. one more point. Just I'm taking another small example. I'm taking, sir. Okay, so that you can able to understand, right? Okay, what is that example is? What is that example is? Yeah, sir, we declare DDMMYY in DOB. Then why we declare in person constructor? Why we declare in the person constructor? Because I'm creating DOB object from where? Have you observed who is asking? Nikhil. I'm creating DOB object from where? Inside the person class constructor. Are you getting? To create a DOB object, these values must be required. These values must be required. That's why we require to take like that. Are you getting? So these are the values I'm passing. By using these values, I'm creating DOB object. Clear, Nikhil? Yeah, that's all. This is what you people should aware clearly, right? Okay, so now the next terminology, now the next terminology, what I want to take one more small chota example, you can get some clarity, right? So now just a person is there, assume that, sir, assume there's a person is there, compulsory this person having head compulsory this person having head, and the compulsory this person having the brain also. Okay, assume that, don't feel, sir, I'm taking brain as a separate entity, head as a separate entity. Don't feel. Okay, brain, head is there, and then legs are there. Assume that our head is there. Next, and after that, here just he has brain also, like this, right? Now, without existing person object, no chance of existing brain, no chance of existing head. Regarding assume that my intention is I want to take these two classes as the inner classes. So just so that you may familiar with the coding Python coding in the case of inner classes, right? So now, sir, head, by using head we can able to talk. Assume that by using head you can able to talk. By using brain you can able to think. Regarding by using head we can able to talk. By using brain we can able to think like this, right? So now what I want to do, or otherwise, yes, this is, or otherwise I will go for, can I take like this? Can I take like this? Have you observed, right? What is the meaning of this one? What is the meaning of this one? Person having the head having the brain. Is it acceptable or not? Person having the head having the brain. 3 levels of inner classes I want to take. Is it more meaningful, right? Without existing head, no chance of existing brain. Without existing person, no chance of existing head. Let me go for 3 levels of inner classes. Okay, 3 levels of classes, right? Sir, just observe that. Observe a bit very carefully, sir. Sir, I'm taking class person, class human. Okay, yeah, no problem. Class person I'm taking, sir. Sir, now here what I want to take, human, like this, human body having the head, something like that, class human. Now I'm taking, now just I'm taking, sir. Observe very carefully, very carefully. Sir, def underscore underscore init underscore underscore self underscore underscore self like this I'm taking, sir. Now this human having two properties, self dot name is equal to, okay, Durga. Just I'm hard coding for easy understanding purpose. Self dot name is equal to Durga. Self dot head is equal to self dot head like this, right? Okay, perfectly it's going to work. Now this head is the inner class head I'm taking, def underscore underscore init underscore underscore init self I'm taking, sir. Self I'm taking. This head having sir, brain. This head having the brain. That's why here self dot brain is equal to self dot brain like this I'm taking. Okay, sir, that brain like this I'm taking, sir. By using this head, we can able to perform talk function. Okay, talk of self print just talking. Just observe that talking like this, right? Okay. Now, sir, class head, class human body having the head. Sir, class head. By using head, we can able to talk. Next and after that, self dot brain is also there. Can you please tell? Brain is inner class of? Please respond. Brain is inner class of? Brain is inner class of head because without head no chance of existing brain. Next, head is inner part of human. Observe that. Now where I have to take brain is nothing but inside head class, yes, inner class. Oh, class brain. Are you getting that? Class brain. Okay. Def. So by using brain, think is the function I'm taking. Think. Sir, print thinking. Here, no more properties. So that's why just I'm taking like this. Yeah. Wonderful, man. Observe very carefully. Observe it very carefully. This is the class human. Human class contain sub constructor. I mean, whenever you are creating human object, automatically name will be there. Automatically head by default will be there, sir. Head by default will be there. So assume that is the human having the head. Human having the head. Now this head, whenever you are creating head object, automatically brain object will be created. Automatically brain object will be created. Now this one is nothing but brain, sir. Automatically brain object got created. Sir, now by using head, we can perform talk operation. By using brain, we can able to perform think operation like this, right? Okay. Yes, you can able to take any number of levels. Pawan Sharma, inside brain, brain memory, like that we can able to do that. No problem. Any number of levels we can. Let me cross check here. H is equal to human. Like this I'm taking, sir. H is equal to human. First, syntactically, is it a valid or not? I have to do that. Syntactically, is it a valid or not? I refer to it. But before that, inside human, let me use some display method also. Def display of self, sir. Def display. Print name. Is self dot name. Excellent. Now take very special case, sir. Very special case. I want to call head related method. That's why self dot current object dot head contain one method is there. Talk is the method. Excellent. Self dot head dot talk. Next, self dot head dot brain dot think like this. Are you getting brain? So whenever we are calling this display method, it is going to call talk method from the head. it is going to call think method from the brain associated with the head associated with the person. Wow. A bit, have you observed 3 levels I'm going, sir? Let me cross check whether it's going to work or not. Sir, display like this I'm taking. Can you please, again, please review? Am I doing anywhere mistakes? Self dot name is the Durga, self dot head is equal to self dot head, display. Yes, everything seems to be perfectly same. Okay. Now self dot head. Where, sir? Where we have to take self dot head? We are taking perfectly, right? Self dot head is equal to self dot head. Change Babu, at which line? Okay. Fourth line. Fourth line, yes, correct. Self dot head. So this human object contain one instance variable head. It is always going to refer, it is associated with head class object. Self means this human class associated head class object. Is the correct object. Now observe that name is Durga, talking and thinking. Name is the Durga, talking and thinking. Perfectly it's going to work or not? Yes, ma'am. Okay. So inside inner class, is it possible to take another inner class or not? Yes, ma'am. Inside head class, am I taking another inner class or not? Yes, perfectly you can able to take, because some students may ask, sir, inside inner class I want to take another inner class, possible or not? Why not, man? Happily you can able to take. Yes, any number of levels we can able to take. Okay, this is the best example to understand this one. Clear, right? Any doubt, friends? Yeah. Can I go to the next level? Can I go to the next level? That's all. This is about inner classes. Without existing one type of object, there is no chance of existing another type of object. Then we should go for inner classes. Without existing head, no chance of existing brain. That's why brain is part of head class. Without existing human, there is no chance of existing head. That's why head is the part of human class. Okay, remember that. So 3 levels I took so that you people can able to understand a bit easily. Okay, that's all. Just even Python contains support for inner classes like that. Right? Next, one more concept, sir. One more concept we have to talk. But anyway, this type of concept is not there in Java. Not there in Java, but in Python, happily we can able to do that. What is that concept? Is nested methods concept. Nested methods concept, right? Nested methods concept. How you can able to do that? What the meaning of nested method? Sir, already I mean I have one method is there, sir. Assume that I have one method is there. One method is there, sir. In this method, in this method, some functionality, this XYZ functionality repeatedly required, sir. Regarding this functionality, repeatedly required. Almost around assume 1,000 lines of the code is there. Thousand lines of code is there, sir. Assume a bit very carefully. 1,000 lines of the code is there, sir. This functionality. Now, this functionality, these 1,000 lines of the code repeatedly required inside this method. Yes, one time is required. Next, after that again these 1,000 lines. After that again these 1,000 lines. After that again these 1,000 lines, like that, right? So it is again like this. Multiple times I required this same code. Next, this code is required only inside M1, but outside of M1 we never going to use that. We never going to use that. Then automatically, what we can able to do is, sir, this repeatedly required code. Okay, we can take as a separate method M2, as a separate method M2, this total code as a separate method M2 inside M1 only, and just call M2 instead of writing that 1000 lines of the code every time. Are you getting? Call M2 instead of writing that 1000 lines of the code every time. Are you getting that? Okay. So means inside a method, if any functionality repeatedly required, that repeatedly required functionality I'm taking inside another method, and I can call that method multiple times based on our requirements. Very simple. This is the thing what I'm expecting. Here the EF M2 you can take. The EF M2 you can take. Now this is the part of M2. This is the part of M2, sir. So inside M1, wherever this functionality is required, just call M2, just call M2, just call M2, just call M2. You are currently in M1 only. Sir, inside M1, if any functionality repeatedly required, write that functionality inside a method, and you can call that method multiple times. So the biggest advantage what we are going to get, is code reusability. Are you getting right? The biggest advantage what we are going to get is code reusability concept. Any doubt? The biggest advantage what we are going to get is code reusability. So the first question, inside a method, is it possible to have another method or not? Inside a method, is it possible to have another method or not? Simple answer what you have to tell, yes sir. We can declare one more method. Nested method concepts applicable in Python. But if I can ask the same question Java, why Java, inside a method I want to declare one more method. Sorry man, I can't provide support for nested method. But Python can provide support for nested methods concept. Yeah, very that. Can you please explain the same with example? Like you may ask. Very simple, sir. Very simple. I'm taking class test. I'm taking def of M1 of self, like this I'm taking, sir. Inside this M1, I'm taking some method. I'm taking some method. I'm taking some method, right? Sum of A comma B. Sir, there is no self. It is just like a static method I'm taking. Some method like this, right? Sir, now I'm taking print of first argument. Just observe that. Just my intention is multiple lines of the code is there. You have to get that feeling. Second argument. Okay, second argument is sir B, sir. First argument is A, second argument is B. Next print the sum. The sum is print the sum is A plus B, like this, right? Similarly, the product is A into B, like this I'm taking, sir. Okay, sir, inside some method, how many lines of the code is there? Sir, 4 lines. Now I'm taking print just star mark I'm taking into some 20 times I'm taking. What it means, star is going to print 20 times like that. So this is the sum method repeatedly required inside M1. What I'm taking, just call sum of 10 comma 20. Next call sum of 100 comma 200. Next call sum of 1000 comma 2000. Now my question is, take a bit very special case, sir. Now my question is, sir, this total thing I'm taking inside M1 only. Are you getting? I'm not outside of M1. This total thing I'm taking inside M1 only. Now the point is, observe carefully, sir. How many times I'm writing some method? Can you please tell? How many times I'm writing some method? Only once. But how many times I'm calling some method? Multiple times. So that's why. So code reusability. I hope you can able to see. Write once, call any number of times. Sir, by mistake, if some method is not there, then this code I require to write multiple times. Unnecessary duplicate code. Length of the code is going to increase, readability is going to be down, sir. Okay, well, M1 method completed. Now I'm outside of the class. How I can create an object of test class? Okay, T is equal to test. T dot M1 is equal to test T dot M1. I'm calling M1. Yeah, the part of M1, this total story is going to be happen. Now, have a look once. What are the answers, sir? First argument 10, second argument 20, the sum 30, the product 200. Next first argument 100, second argument like this, 100% pakka it's going to work. Now you should be aware, sir, what is the meaning of nested method? When we are going to use this concept, how to use this concept? All the three things are very clear for you people with this example. Any doubt? Can you please confirm? Everything is clear, right? Okay, that's all. Sir, now the next cinema. That's all. This is about nested method. A small chota concept, right? Okay, that's all. So now, sir, inner classes. Next, inner methods, nested methods concept, nested classes. Now the terminologies are very clear, sir. So in our class related coding, yes, better to make inner classes happily you can do that. Inner methods happily we can able to do that. Acceptable, right? Clear? Okay. Now, this is about the nested methods concept. Okay, not required to keep much explanation about this terminology, right? Sir, can I go to the next level? Can I go to the next level? Yes, sir. Here, 1 minute, sir, because it is not there inside. Sir, here just what is a nested method? Just observe what is a nested method. Regarding what is the nested method, next when to use a nested method, next how to declare nested methods, I hope you are in a position to answer all these things, correct, right? Yes, ma'am, you are in a position to answer all these things, not required to keep much explanation about this terminology, right? Just because it is not there in our material, just let me document. Maybe I may add. Yeah. Clear, right? Next, let me go for next cinema. Let me go for next cinema, sir. What is the garbage collection? This is our next remaining small chota concept. What is the garbage collection? Sir, how many people referred already the video? Can you please confirm? Sir, I referred like Nikhil confirming already. Or Praveen, I hope. Praveen confirming. Yes. How many people referred that video? Yes, Rashekar. How you are feeling comfortable? Garbage collection, now you are in a position to understand very clearly. Yes. Very clearly, you are in a position, I hope. Correct, right? Yes, because that is just a regular class video only. Regular class video for the evening batch video, whatever I covered. Okay? Like, what is that? How many people not yet referred? Anyone there? Sir, I didn't. Yeah, I will do that. I will do that a bit. I will explain differently. I won't skip. How many people not yet referred? Not yet referred? Anyone there? Please, I won't mind anything. Don't worry. Yeah, Sima. Any other? Not referred, not referred. No problem, no problem. Just take your own time. Today compulsory, better to refer. Today compulsory, better to refer. Okay. I hope already you have that URL, right? You have that URL, right? I hope you have that URL. Where is that? Anyone having that URL? Can you please share? Garbage collection video URL. garbage collection video URL. Yeah, please. Thank you. Thank you. Now just refer this concept. Oh.
When you're free of hair folds and sounds, you can be stronger.
Wait. Yeah.
Bolder.
Can you please observe? Yes, this is the garbage collection only. Just go through that. Just go through that. It's a beautiful thing, sir. Go through that. It's a beautiful concept. I'm sure, sir. Like better to refer. Okay. Just I will explain very briefly. Don't worry. Of course, in detail only if you are required. Just go through that today, and then I will explain. Yes, very simple, sir. Just aware what is garbage collection? What is the garbage collection concept? Okay. Shivateja, yeah, a small doubt Shivateja is asking, may be helpful for you also. Observe that. Yeah, I shared right the URL. No, na? Ayo. 1 minute. I shared right. Can you please cross check? Okay. Yes, can you please save that? Okay, now here just observe. Is there any difference between these two words? Oh, this is the part of our garbage collection, right? There I will discuss. Del T1 and T1 is equal to none. Both the things are same or not? T1 is equal to none. Both the things are same or not? Yes. I compulsory you should aware. Both are not same. Both are not same. Both are not same. In the first case, what thing is happening is anyone can you please guess what is the difference between these two things? What the difference between these two things? What is that? Anyone can you please tell? Here, assume that T1 point into this object. Assume only one reference is there. If I take del T1 means this T1 by default will be gone. Automatically, if this is the only reference, automatically this object eligible for garbage collection. Scenario 1. Okay. Second scenario, sir, T1 is equal to none means T1 is equal to none. None means so now assume that T1 is point into T1. Now T1 is equal to none means now T1 value is the none. T1 is not point into any object. This reference will become this object eligible for garbage collection. So eligibility of the object is the same in both cases, but the difference here is in the first case T1 will be deleted. In the next line, you can't talk about T1. Boss, I want to use T1 for some other purpose. Sorry, it is not available. But in this case, T1 is there. If you want, you can use that T1. Variable not deleted. Just you deleted the reference, that's all. Reference to object, that's it. So here T1 is there, but here T1 gone. Remember, that is the difference. There is a difference is there in between these two. Okay, like now just aware few points about garbage collection. Just aware few points about garbage collection, right? Just at very top level. The main purpose of garbage collector, sir, here in Python, not only in Python, sir, in other languages like C++. Assume that C++. Programmer is the responsible to create object by using new keyword. Assume that, sir, who is the responsible, sir? By using new keyword, programmer is the responsible to create object. Programmer is the responsible to destroy object by using delete keyword. Assume that new keyword is there, delete keyword is also there, sir. Sir, usually programmer taking very much care while creating objects. While creating objects, he is taking very much care. Programmer taking very much care while creating objects, because without that object he can't do anything. That's why while creating he is taking too much care. but while deleting the useless object, array object is no longer required. Object is no longer required. If the object is no longer required, then delete that object. Delete that object so that free memory by default will be available, sir. Free memory by default will be available. Delete that object like that, right? But human psychology, human tendency is we never going to delete that object if it is no longer required. Later we can delete, like a programmer always going to neglect the destruction of useless objects because of his neglectance. What will happen is, at a certain point, for destruction of useless object, for creation of new object, sufficient memory may not be available. Free memory may not be available. If the required free memory is not available, then the total application is going to be down with the memory problems. Remember that, sir. So in C++, sir, the failing the C++ application with memory problems is a very common things, right? Remember that it's a very common problem in the case of C++. Okay, so failing C++ program or failing C++ application with memory problem, it is always common, sir. It's always common. So to overcome this problem, okay, anyway, programmer not taking that much care while deleting the object, remove this responsibility from the programmer, and the Java language, Python language, all these people provided one assistant. Remember this one, sir. So all the people, Python people, Java people, C# people provided one assistant to destroy useless objects. That assistant is nothing but garbage collector. Remember this one, sir. That assistant itself is nothing but garbage collector. Right? So the point what you people should aware. Sir. So what is the main purpose of garbage collector? Sir, garbage collector main job is to destroy useless objects. Garbage collector is always running in the background. To destroy useless objects. That is the need of garbage collector. Just because of garbage collector, the chance of failing Java program, the chance of failing Python program is very less with memory problems. Because of memory problems, how many times my Python program is going to fail? Very rare, because some assistant already I arranged for destroying useless objects, which is always going to provide free memory for me. This assistant is nothing but garbage collector. Any doubt? Are you able to understand? Can you please tell what is the purpose of garbage collector? What is the purpose of garbage collector in a single word? Can you please tell? The main objective, the main purpose of garbage collector is to destroy useless objects. If the garbage collector always destroys useless objects, my Python program never going to fail with memory problems. Remember this one, sir. Never going to fail with memory problems. Are you getting that? Memory problems, because someone is there to destroy useless objects. Suppose here, best example, sir. Best example, in your house, you are responsible to clean your house, to sweep your house, and so on. Okay, that is scenario one. You arranged one assistant to clean your house. Observe both the scenarios. If you are responsible to clean your house, you are responsible to clean, and then all the activities. Yeah, how your house looks like, you can able to expect, sir. How your room looks like, you can able to expect. If someone is there, some morning and evening or afternoon, one assistant is going to come. That assistant is going to clean, then automatically how the room looks like. By mistake, if the room neatness is not there, then you will give left and right to the assistant. So that's why everything is going to be happen properly. Okay, clear, right? Next up, when we say that an object is eligible for garbage collection, immediately you may ask, sir, okay, garbage collector will destroy. When we say that an object is eligible for garbage collection, very simple, sir. Suppose I have one is there. S is equal to student is there, sir. Now student object is there. Can you please tell? Yes is pointing to student object. Now this object is not eligible for garbage collection. Because you can use this object by using yes get name, get marks, get details. Like you can able to ask. Suppose if I can take S is equal to none. If I can take S is equal to none means this reference is not there. Now this object not having any reference. If an object not having any reference, you can't use this object. Such type of useless objects are eligible for garbage collection. So the important conclusion, when we say that an object eligible for garbage collection, if that object doesn't contain any reference variable, such type of thing is nothing but eligible for garbage collection. Clear, Swami? How to identify useless object? If the object not having any reference variable. Next up, being a programmer, we know whether this object is required or not required. So if this object no longer required, highly recommended that to delete all the reference variables or to assign none to every reference variable. Regarding so, the corresponding object automatically eligible for garbage collection. Okay, that's all. This is just the basic introduction. What is the need of garbage collector or what is the purpose of garbage collector, right? Okay, next so in Python, when compared with Java, this type of facilities are not there in Java, but Python contain. Based on our requirement, we can enable and disable garbage collection. Right? We can enable and disable garbage collection. Suppose, for every 10 minutes assistant is coming on the cleaning the room. No, not required. Not required. If it is really required, I will call. Like I will send that attendant because unnecessary is always disturbing my regular activities. Okay. For every 10 minutes, sir, can you please go out? I have to sweep the room. Like then automatically first time I will go out. Second time also she is coming. Third time also she is coming. Unnecessary. Sir, no dust is there, but still what the need of clean. That's why I can tell. So assistant, please wait. If it is required, I will call you. Otherwise, don't come. Unnecessary, my work is disturbing. Like you can able to tell. So based on our requirement, we can enable and we can disable garbage collection. Yes, possible, sir. Everyone can able to understand. Next and after that, there is one more concept is there, distractor concept. There is one more concept is there, distractor. So before destroying any object, if the object having any cleanup activities or resource reallocation activity, something like destructor is going to take care. So destructor underscore init underscore is called constructor underscore delete del underscore is called destructor. Remember this one, sir. So destructor concept is there to perform cleanup activities. Okay, like you should aware. Just what you can do, just go through that video, all these things by default are going to be clear, sir. Next I will explain in the next session a bit in detail. Don't worry.